Kate has that quality of child woman thing, which touches a nerve with men especially. You hope to do something that stimulates people, that stimulates their imagination.
Although this word honestly disgusts me, I still believe Kate Moss is the ultimate example of what it means to be iconic. And I'm not just saying this emotionally. Back in 2005, Kate Moss received the CFDA Fashion Icon Award, officially handed to her by none other than David Bowie himself.
It gives me great pleasure to present the CFDA's award for fashion influence to my friend Kate Moss.
I'd like to thank the CFDA for giving me this award and giving me the opportunity to work with over the years. Thank you very much.
That same year, the Daily Mirror published photos of Kate Moss that were splashed everywhere under the headline, "Cocaine Kate." The images showed her apparently snorting lines of cocaine, and overnight, everything shifted. The industry reacted fast, almost nervously. H&M was the first brand to cut ties with her, ending a contract that paid her around $4 million a year. Chanel followed soon after, announcing they wouldn't renew her contract. Then Burberry stepped away too. One by one, the doors closed. Publicly, loudly. It was brutal and very telling. But what people forget is that she wasn't alone during that moment. She had supporters, real ones. Alexander McQueen, in particular, didn't hide. At his fashion show, he walked out wearing a t-shirt that said, "We love you, Kate." How sweet is that? A year after the scandal, Kate Moss signed 18 new contracts, and she was making more money than ever before. In the mid-1990s, Kate Moss became the face of a Calvin Klein campaign that quickly turned controversial. The ads showed Kate Moss and other very young-looking models in sexually suggestive poses, shot in a sparse, basement-like setting. The imagery led to public accusations that the campaign was pornographic, with many critics specifically claiming it resembled child pornography because of how young the models appeared. The controversy escalated to the point where the U.S. Justice Department opened an investigation into Calvin Klein to determine whether the campaign violated child pornography laws. That's how serious it became. The investigation was later dropped after Calvin Klein proved that all models involved were over the age of 18. No laws were broken. Still, the damage was done. The ads were banned in the United States, and Calvin Klein chose to pull the campaign worldwide.
Can you unbutton the top button of those jeans? No. Why don't you push them down a little bit?
No, I don't think so.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm on the spot.
You've been on the spot before.
Not like this. This torture.
Kate Moss is my icon, especially when it comes to style. And it's funny because she's kind of the opposite of fashion, at least the way we know it today.
He introduced to fashion a kind of anti-fashion beauty. The fact that she is as studied going to a fashion shoot as she is in images from the fashion shoot contributes to her power.
Everything now is trends. Everyone wearing the same thing. Everyone trying to look put together, aesthetic, curated, approved. And Kate, she's the opposite of that. And that's exactly why she's iconic. Like, genuinely iconic. Kate Moss didn't sit down one day and decide what her aesthetic was. She didn't try to build an image. She just wore what felt natural to her, what felt right in her body, what matched her mood, her energy, her life. And somehow, without trying, she created so many aesthetics that people are still copying today. Slip dresses, messy hair, bare makeup, masculine jackets with something soft underneath, dark and light, feminine and masculine, pretty and a little bit rough. Nothing about it feels forced. And that's what makes it powerful. Because the second you try to impress, the second you try to look correct, you lose it. You will suck. I'm sorry, but it's true. When you try too hard to be iconic, you kill the thing that makes you interesting. Kate Moss never tried. She just existed. She dressed like herself, and the world adjusted. Her style isn't about clothes, it's about attitude, about not apologizing, about not explaining yourself, about letting things be imperfect and still walking out the door like it's enough. And honestly, that's the most iconic thing you can do.
What she's wearing and look to her, you know, as an icon.
Kate Moss, I think, always looks good.
Everyone wants to look like Kate Moss, and she could be wearing a bag and she could be wearing Gucci. She just makes it her own.
If you're tired of trends telling you who to be, you're exactly where you should be. This channel isn't about perfection, it's about icons, the real kind. The ones who don't ask for permission, don't fit neatly, don't apologize for existing exactly as they are. If you see yourself in that energy, stay here. Subscribe, watch slowly, think deeply, and remember, trying less is sometimes the most powerful thing you can do. Welcome to ICONELLE. I uncover what makes fashion as a cultural movement iconic. If you love this video, make sure to subscribe and see you in the next one.
Kate Moss has got something that no one else has got. And no one else can find it. And so that's why they use Kate, because she's the best at what she does.